hide my dirty mug. No. My hair, I don't feel good when I have long roots. I just feel like I don't have my shit together. If I'm not in focus in like any of this, or if it's wonky or like whatever, it's because this is the only thing I have to go off of, is the reflection of my phone screen in this mirror that's like 20 feet away. It's a bit of an exaggeration, it's like 4 or 5 feet away. So I thought I would do a Q&A today. I'm not in a mood to do anything today, even though I was feeling really productive earlier and I had so much planned. I think maybe that's why I'm not in a mood to do anything, because I had like too much planned. So I've just been procrastinating like all day. I'm gonna do this quickly because I have like 20% and I can't be bothered to plug my phone in. That means I'll have to get my extension cord, and if I have to do that, I'll be in even worse mood because I'm already feeling lazy. I will try and look here, not here, but if I look here, like I said, that's like the only thing I can see. Oh my god, my roots. Oh, I think I'm getting these done next week, don't worry. I asked you guys on my Instagram these questions like quite a while ago, like probably a couple months ago. I'm just gonna ignore my tiredness. Starting now. So someone asked what was the pivotal point that I decided to recover. It was actually, so I had a hospital appointment with an eating disorder team, my first ever hospital appointment with this eating disorder team, who I'd been referred to by CAMS, where I'd been seeing this amazing lady who was really helpful. After that appointment, you know, they gave me the diagnosis, and I just think at that point I had lost a lot of weight. I was in like a really bad place. I'd have to drop out of college. I was still doing the course from home, but like not really, you know. I'm gonna put this around my neck because it's comfortable, so just ignore that. And after that appointment, I think it was just the fact that I had help now, and I had just gotten to a point where I wanted to recover so badly that all I needed was one extra push, and that help was the extra push. So that's why I always try and convince you guys to get help, even if you feel like you don't deserve it. Like, your illness will try and tell you that. But if you're struggling, you deserve help. Doctors, especially because they're not from this generation, which is the most open-minded generation when it comes to mental health, they just don't really know a lot about it. So there were times that I went to doctors for my eating disorder and they didn't help one bit. When looking back, like, I should sue their asses because they really should have helped. So you might have to go to the doctors a couple times, but there'll always be at least one person that will listen. So, you know, look for that person, whether it's a friend or a family or a professional. Someone is out there that can help you and give you the push you need. If you feel like, you know, you do need someone else's help, you can still totally do it by yourself. Like, I did 90% of it by myself. I just had, like, you know, help from other people too. So it's not a necessity, but of course it does help. And you deserve all the help that you can get, so, you know, you might as well ask. Someone said, what's one thing I would do if I wasn't afraid of doing it? The answer is travel. Obviously, you all know that I love to travel. I did a lot of it in the summer, and I said I was going to get more into it. I'm still planning on doing that. I think I'm going to go away in January. But it's just, you know, doing it by myself scares me. Obviously, I've just got back from Bath, but that was only like an hour away from my house. Yes, I did stay overnight in a hotel and stuff, and I did everything by myself. So there's no reason that I can't go abroad by myself, but it's just the unknown, and staying in a hostel, having to make like friends with strangers. I'm a social person and I make friends easily, so I don't think I'll have trouble with that. But I have like severe anxiety of the unknown. It can be like the tiniest thing. That's one thing that I would do all the time if I wasn't so scared, because I'm really good at saving my money. Someone said advice on stopping counting calories. Is that sentence grammatically correct? I don't know if that first sentence was, but that second sentence definitely wasn't. Counting calories is such an unhealthy habit. It's like when I used to weigh myself like 2 times a day, I'm not even kidding. I thought it was normal. So, you know, your eating disorder will make you believe that counting calories is normal. It's not. I cannot remember, I haven't counted calories in years, and I used to do it all the flipping time with every single thing that I ate. So I know some people will say cut down, and if you really don't feel like you can stop straight away, then maybe, like, you know, just cut down. If you can, and this is what I did, I can't remember if I did it with counting calories, but I definitely did it with weighing myself, is to just stop completely. Because if you're still doing it a little bit, you know, there's that justification that it's okay when it's not. But yeah, I would just stop altogether. if I were you, because it's really not a healthy habit to have. And that's the kind of thing that only fuels your eating disorder and will make it harder for you to recover, and it will hold you back in your recovery. Not to mention the fact that calories aren't even a good indication whether you're eating enough or not, because you can be eating like 2,000 calories a day, but that's only vegetables and you're not getting any fats or sugars, or that's only carbs and you're not getting any protein or vitamins, you know? I hope my head hasn't been like this the whole time, because it needs to be like this. And I'm sorry if it hasn't been like this. That would really annoy me if I was watching this. Oh, gotta look for a new question, so I have to do this every single time. Oh my god, I have 10% battery, quick. Someone said how to eat what you want and not what anorexia wants you to eat. Kind of a tough one. I almost don't know how to answer this. Okay, I've got it. I don't know, this is gonna be such a stupid answer, but it is literally eat what you want. Like, I feel like, you know, you'll know what you want to eat, you'll enjoy it when you eat it, you won't feel like you're restricting yourself. You'll feel really comfortable if you eat something that your anorexia wants you to eat, but just know that in the long term that's not going to help your recovery. To only eat things that your eating disorder, you know, is comfortable with. You've got to like branch out, and you might feel uncomfortable to start with. As long as you don't feel super uncomfortable, it's good to challenge yourself, because any, you know, once you've done it, you'll be like, oh, hey, that was kind of like, you know, easier than I thought. And then the more you do that, the more, well, like, the less respect you'll have for your eating disorder, because you'll feel like, you know, it's telling me like that I can't eat this when I know for a fact that I can. And yeah, I just think that's kind of like the way to start, is just gradually introduce foods, you know, that you're not comfortable with. So yeah, if it scares you, do it, basically, because nothing bad is going to happen. I mean, with every single meal, I would like, you know, do something that would challenge myself, and that sounds like too scary, but it was never like anything big. It wasn't like have like a whole tub of ice cream with lunch, you know. It was just stuff like put cheese in my sandwich or stuff like that. Even if it's the tiniest bit, you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Just do it enough so that it scares you, because then when you do it and you accomplish it and nothing bad happens, you know, you'll realise that recovery is so possible, and you don't need to listen to your eating disorder, basically, because it is bullcrapping you. A couple of you asked how I'm doing. I'm in a very good place, considering that I've just been in like a tough place, and now I'm coming out of that. I'm still fragile, I'm still like not damaged. I would say I'm stronger. That was weird. But yeah, you know, I'm feeling good. I know that good things are to come. I'm still like, you know, fragile from like all that's happened, because I feel sorry for myself and my body and my mind because it's been neglected. But I'm so excited and I'm so happy, because I know good things are to come. Does that make sense? And I'm glad that I'm working through this, you know? Ding. But yeah, overall, I'm really good. It just doesn't feel like it 100% of the time right now. It would be amazing if life didn't have its downs, so that you didn't have to come through out the other side. But hey, that's how we grow. So delirious. I like this question. Someone said, what's my favourite part about recovery so far? No, it was what's the best part, but potato. Sorry, I can't stop looking at the sunset, it's really pretty. I'm getting way too comfortable talking in front of a camera. I'm starting to act too much like myself, and I think it's going to scare people away. Oh, my nose is itchy. Honestly, my favourite part of recovery is the whole thing, which sounds so stupid and like not a good question. I mean, answer. The worst part of my eating disorder was just all of it, like 24/7 was just the constant struggle, like just the fact that the fact that I had an eating disorder, you know, it ruined everything, and like it was just this constant negative thing in my life that took over. And that's exactly what recovery is, but the opposite. It's this positive thing that has given me my life back. I'm like way stronger than I was before. It's just a respect to have for my body and my health, and knowing that it's so important. Like, the harder the stuff that you go through is, the more you learn, because like to get through that, you've had to like, you know, use so many tools and do so many things that like obviously you learn a lot. So yeah, I've learned a lot in my recovery, but my favourite is probably just how to love myself and respect myself and stuff like that, you know. Why do I always do thumbs up? I don't want this video to be super long, and I know that I give long answers anyway, so this video will probably already be longer than I wanted it to be. And also I need to do my food shop because I'm hungry. Last question is tips for when you have bad body image. So I don't do things that would trigger myself if I have, or at least when I used to have bad body image. I really never get it anymore, which is so cool. Something I've only just realised. It hasn't happened to me in a long time. But you know, it happens to the best of us. Even Beyonce. Don't do anything that would trigger yourself, you know, don't weigh yourself. Don't even spend too much time looking at your body, that kind of thing. Until you feel better about your, you know, body and your confidence, and you know, you're feeling more positive, because if you're not, then like, you know, you're just not going to get anywhere. Like, pamper yourself, look after yourself, do things to distract you, and also remind yourself that, you know, there's more important things than what you look like. Surround yourself with positivity on the internet and in real life. There's so many accounts, like even googling them, you know, that are body positive. Like sometimes, like I think I'm pretty body positive, but then I read something from like some Instagrammers. I will actually leave a list of body positive Instagrammers below. Just some of the captions, it's like, oh my god, I never looked at that certain thing that way, and I feel so much better. Like, it will solve a problem that you didn't even know you had, and it's just such a great thing. Like, just their way with words, and you know, their views, the way they make you look at things, it's just so eye-opening and refreshing and beneficial for your mind. I am going to go and do my food shop now. Hallelujah. I will see you in my next video. I am actually doing really well with coming up with ideas at the moment, but it was due, so you know, maybe that's why. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video, and I can't believe I didn't run out of battery. I'm so happy. And I'm so glad I got to do something productive today.